What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and I'm here with the Nerd Castle today. See? Every single time I try and do an introduction, somebody has to talk. Bunch of jerks. My name is Splattercat. Welcome back to the Nerd Castle, and we are taking a look at this weird little cave system near the middle something of Chapter 1 of Cyanide Studios' Aarklash Legacy. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I cannot recommend this game highly enough. Everyone should go buy it that's into RPGs and also strategy games. Like, if you were into Dawn of War, or like Company of Heroes, or Dawn of War 2, I'm sorry, Company of Heroes. That one doesn't see us. Let's mob deep on him. Oh, wait, there's a big dude with a sword. Ow, my face. The Warrior of Belial. Anti-magic interdiction. So apparently there are lockouts in this game. Let's have a look at his stats, but what it's saying over here is that there's spell lockouts, so if you get hit by it, you can't use spells of a certain kind until you're all better. I think I should probably back people up as well. So let's get everybody backed up. How much HP does he have? 3,000, so he's kind of a badass. His first ability is Litany of Belial. After 3.5 seconds, he taunts his target and increases by 100% his own armor. So he increases his armor and taunts somebody. The Fury of Belial. The Warrior of Belial charges its target and knocks it down. He already used that one. Annihilation. That's no good. The Warrior of Belial inflicts 300 physical damage on enemies within 3 meters. That's kind of like that Megiddo from Phantasy Star. Just like takes you out. It's got a scary name. Megiddo, Armageddon, all scary stuff. They share a root. Balal's, or maybe he's Balal. Is he Balal or Belial? I think that's like a typo, because up here it says Balal, but down here it says Belial. Belial's Grasp. The Warrior of Belial blocks naturally the use of damage skills within 5 meters around him. He's weak against magic, which given the group that we have is really, really good. I'm going to start dropping nukes on him right now, as a matter of fact. I'm going to spread Lek Loris out. Oh, he's blocked. It was an AoE. That's funsies. Well, as soon as that decides to piss off, there we go. So now we're good. Let me throw a spell over here. See how much damage we can get off. And he taunted Naka, just like I had hoped he would. Naka can't use anything right now because she is just going insane. Let's grab that skeleton before it gets too far towards my... Oh, never mind. We don't need to. He rerouted. Let's go ahead and have her pop that, and then she'll pop that. I probably should do it in the reverse order, but for now, not going to think about it too hard. We're just going to do it. Nella. We've got all mana left on Windaroo, so I'm just going to use Windaroo to throw heals around if I need to. How much is that going to cost me? 100. Well, maybe I'll hold off for a minute. Let's get some damage started on the warrior there. Oh, he gets healed. Where is his healer? Is there a celestial? Oh, there's a skeleton priest in the back. That's going to be a problem. So now, I have that interesting choice where there's not a whole lot of room to fight right here, but this unit is using lots of AoEs. That gives me a little bit of a problem in that, like, part of me wants to situate my casters down to right here and focus on the priest. But maybe we can nuke through here. Let me see what the cooldown is on his heal. Cooldown's 15 seconds, 300 to 400. I bet we can nuke through it. Let's just try and nuke. That's probably a terrible idea, but let's just nuke through it for now. Ooh, big damage hit right there. Let's make sure that Naka throws a heal out. Lek Loris. That has a really, really long cooldown on it. Maybe throw that out there just to say that I did. And let's get a rotation of healing going right here. So let's drop that. Oop, nope, not that. We'll get 2 heals going off right there. Leech Grain not going to be very useful right now. He has a blocks damage skills and a... Okay, so let's go ahead and steal that while we're here. I feel like that's a really long cast time on that heal. What is the cast time there? 5 seconds. Oh, I was under the impression it was 3 seconds. Alright, so that's why my timing has been off all this time. That'll do it. Go ahead, and as soon as that's up, we're going to throw it out there with Windaroo. She's got another one queued up. Lek Loris is ready to go, so let's throw that out there. Bit more damage. And I'm actually going to keep having her bomb heals there while I can, and then Windaroo's going to get going with the Sacred Feast. Nuking through might have been a bad idea, but, you know, we do what we can. We do what we can. I'm an orc. Deep down, I'm an orc. And Windaroo's ready to throw another heal out there, so let's nuke away. Lek Loris not quite ready to go yet. Probably a heal coming in from back here. Oh, there's a mage back there too. That's fun. Let's get Vitae treatment going. And we should be just about ready to go here. Luckily, we have a pretty nuke-heavy team that's doing a pretty good job at taking care of business. I may actually have to... Let's start another heal there. Actually, start another round of heals. Because she seems to get spiked on pretty randomly. Oh, nope, we got a problem. Alright, so she's now officially down. Let's get everybody the hell out of the way. And this is going to turn into a retreat here. And Nella, hopefully... Oh, it blocked her casting. That's going to be a big, big issue. Alright, so her casting's back up. And what we need to do now is we really, really, really need to get that spell off. Hopefully killing him in the process. I need Wendaru to get back up. And whoever they're focusing on, I don't know who they've targeted just yet. Looks like Wendaru is their primary concern here. And once Wendaru... I really need somebody that heals better. Like, I really dislike how... I don't like my starting team right now with regards to my healing roster. As an MMO player, the no regeneration of MP thing with Wendaru really just kind of makes her useless to me. Like, I can't wait to drop her, I guess is my point. So let me just hang out here for a minute. We'll figure out who's getting focused on. And from there, maybe think about... Yeah, let's juke somebody through and grab Naka. That tunnel vision. Now, we are cut in two right now. We are split in twain. Which will create a problem for us down the line. But as long as Naka gets that back up, I really couldn't care less. That spell's going off that way. Probably going to be a bit of a Hail Mary there on the part of the AI. And then what I would prefer to do, what's he casting right now? Fingers of Death. So I'd like to be spread out a tad before he gets that one off. Over here... Let's get some damage going. As much as we can. Over here, Wendaru is getting flashed on. That skeleton is doing a... Oh, never mind. We just got hit by an AoE like idiots. Okay, so let's get Naka regenerating now. Continue falling back with these two. Got 5 seconds to get a cast off here. And I don't know if it's if we should probably like focus. I think focusing is probably the better idea here. Let me see what I can do with these guys to catch them up. Wendaru is taking entirely too much damage, so I gotta get that skeleton off of her. Now that the skeleton's off, though, I don't really have a whole lot of plans to heal anybody down here. We might try and juke the line. There we go. A bit more damage done, and then we continue our ridiculous retreat. Naka, we gotta do something with Naka. Maybe just have her kite around a bit. I don't want to attract any further attention if I can help it. And some healing would be nice, but I don't really have 5 seconds to play with just yet. It looks like they're focusing on Lekloris, so let's heal him while we stand our ground. Down here, fighting a two-front battle. Actually, I think they've got a bit of time to disengage while we're at it, so let's go ahead and disengage with them. That'll buy us a minute or two. Bit of healing done there. Throw out a tad more damage. And actually, this would probably be a good opportunity to get everybody caught up at the top of the screen. That would be the next plan that I would try and enact if I really had anything to try. Her Vitae treatment's back up. Where is that projectile going? Off center, good. That's where I'd like to keep it. And that one's actually dead on. I think our next target... Let's draw everybody back into the corner. I need to get rid of this mage. This mage is being a jerk face. That AoE that he's launching around everywhere is really becoming kind of a hassle for me. So let's see if maybe Windaroo can close with the mage for now. I'm sorry, with Naka. Naka and Windaroo, I'm getting them confused. She can't heal herself either. That presents another issue. Well, then let's have this entire group of guys just kind of move this way. Oh, there's another enemy down here. I forgot about him. Since she can't heal herself, let me have Windaroo grab some some MP from Lek Loris, which will then be transferred over to here. There we are. A little bit better. And now Nella can stand her ground for just a moment. And think about throwing around some damage. What is his resistance at? Okay, so I don't want to throw magic at him. Well, I actually feel like I should probably sit and spam heals on people to get everybody evened out right now. It's a tough call. Another nuke on the way out. We throw a heal on Naka. That's weird. Why can't she heal anymore? Oh, I'm sorry. I got the wrong spell. I'm trying to attach spells to people that they shouldn't be attached to. Let's throw out another heal there. And... have everybody focus on the mage that can focus on the mage. Lek Loris is about to go down, so I need to get you, ma'am. You need to grab that skeletal priest. There we are. And then you need to get Vitae treatment going. And now that that's up, we're out of MP for anything else really truly useful. Oh, cancel the cast. Oh no. So apparently once a cast has gone through, it cannot be canceled. Interesting. I was spamming escape right there, but I guess it doesn't work like an MMO where you can back out. I saw that projectile at just the wrong moment. That mage is still continuing just to focus fire on people I don't want him to focus fire on. Lek Loris is looking less... well, I mean, his cooldown is so long on Punishment of the Cursed. I don't really like him as a character either. It seems like every character has really, really significant drawbacks. I'm going to task Windaroo with getting Nella back up here. Lek Loris is going to juke around this skeleton while he can. Maybe drag him back this way. She's probably ready to go. Oh, she's not. Never mind. I was going to say she's got to be like somewhere around ready to go with Vitae treatment. Now that Nella's back up, she's in agony, unfortunately. There we are. We'll start throwing some nukes around. Maybe get this skeleton off Lek Loris if we're feeling really, really friendly. Bit more damage there. Lek Loris, continue your kite spree. And maybe I'm just not using him properly. Maybe he's just kind of a lockout character. I don't know. One of those weird characters that I just don't know. I should probably start using his fear a bit more. Is it spammable? No, it's on a 25-second cooldown too. So I'm trying to find like redeeming qualities here with Lek Loris. Unfortunately, none are showing themselves. Lek Loris isn't being targeted anymore, so we'll keep kind of healing our loverly tank over here. And while he walks past, we'll go ahead and taunt him really quickly. And then we should be able to ride this one out. I'm holding off on using... I wasn't expecting... the big problem there is Naka went down, unfortunately. The heal spamming just was not moving quickly enough on my part. I'm gonna let everybody heal up for just a moment. And the second we get... that fight took entirely too long. I felt like I fought that one uphill like an idiot. Let's see here. We got this treasure chest. Everybody's fully healed. Let's grab the treasure chest. Why not? What could go wrong? Nothing guards these treasure chests. The Ring of Chaos. The Amulet of Caliber, it looked like. Let's take a look at our inventory and see what we can do here. The Amulet of Darkness. 12 physical armor, 5 magical damage, and 5% critical hit chance. It's a pretty sweet little amulet that we might be able to throw on. Yeah. Let's throw that on our dear friend Denzel. Or Denzel. The Amulet of Kyber. That gives a bunch of HP and a bunch of armor too. So maybe we'll throw that on Naka. Let's have a look. 10 and 4 versus 10 and 7 and 65% healing received. I think I'm still just going to go with the flat out HP and extra stuff. I also don't think I've been assigning points here. So we've got skill points ready to go. And I don't remember. That's right. Okay, so that one's the AoE taunt. And I did want to move her in that direction. So let's do the AoE taunt, I guess. The downside of the AoE taunt, ooh, it costs a lot too. Bummer. Costs a big old truckload of HP. And I keep saying that she's getting hit right after taunting, and I don't know why I'm saying that, because she's draining her own HP. I don't know, just addle-brained all the time. I say things I don't mean, just don't believe anything I say. That one's a single target. I'm probably not going to keep her much longer either. I'd really prefer to have somebody that maybe like mana fuels everything they do. Honestly, that big guy on the loading screen I've really been looking forward to too. I suppose I can give her both. I don't, unless it actually transforms this into this when you do it. We'll find out. Let's do the AoE taunt first. So there it is. And let's take a look at her now. And did it transform it? Let's find out. It did. So it transforms it. So you can only go down one way, it looks like. Alright, so mutant pheromones. So it AoE taunts, but she's locked to the ground. That's interesting. So it's actually, she can create a roadblock that really forces people to focus on her. Let's spend the rest of her points right now while we're at it. Let's see here. We can go further down the taunt tree, which will increase the range, and she'll start healing herself every time she swings. So I'm going to do that, because every little bit of health that I can get on her is going to be really nice. After that, we'll probably go down this tree, even though I said I wasn't going to. I was under the impression that we were able to go down like both ways, but since it seems to transform it, I'll play around. If I get another skill point, I'm tempted to try and put one right there and see if I can alternate between the two, but I think they really want you to build a certain way in this game and kind of stick to it. They did say, somebody told me you got respecs though. I don't know how to do that. Maybe later on once we get back to like Moonbase Alpha or whatever the hell our base is called, we'll be able to... Yeah, I can't click those off from right now. So you can't do it like wherever you're at. It's not super convenient, but it's still pretty convenient. The Ring of Chaos. Physical armor, physical damage, healing done. That is a really, really, really nice ring for anybody that heals. I suppose I can throw it on Wendaru since it upgrades everything she has on her previous ring already. We'll throw that one in the forge. And that takes us through our rings for our amulets. Not going to use that. Terrible stats. 7 magic armor, 4 physical damage, 5 healing received. Isn't that the one that was just on Naka? I think it was. There we go. And so now we've got another epic. 11, 8, 7 magic damage, dodge, and critical hit chance. I don't really know who to use that one on. That one's kind of a weird... It does a lot of damage. Since his cooldowns are so long, though, I am kind of... Oh, never mind. He doesn't have anything equipped there. Well... Everything's better for him then. Over here on the earrings front, we've got some healing done earrings. But I don't think anything that's going to be incredibly useful. So we'll throw those in the forge to get our next epic item going. I really like that system. Like, that system should be used by every game ever. Forget vendors giving me just like a pittance of gold or, you know, just put this system in your game. Let's see. Giant mana regeneration right there. 8%. But nobody to use it, really. So I guess I'll donate that. I said donate like it was going to the librarium. You can tell I'm playing two very similar games right now. And let's continue forward. We've got some time left in the episode. Let's see what trouble we can get into. Basically, I'm turning this game into a kite fest as it stands, but... Anything down here? Anybody? Nope. Just a very, very leaky cave. A cave that is seriously in need of some plumber's caulk. Let's jump down in here. I don't see any branching paths or anything of that nature, so this location seems a tad more linear than the previous ones we've visited. Anybody? I feel very alone right now. This kind of has the stink of ambush arena, though. I'll send her alone. Into the future. Oh, it looks like we got a little trail here. So I guess this was just a transition zone. Let's jump through the gate and we'll see what happens. I don't know who to send. Let's send Windaroo, since she seems to be the most expendable now that her Leech Grain doesn't appear to be working. Oh, we're just going to jump out of the zone. Yeah, I'm not really positive why Leech Grain wasn't working there. I don't know if they were simultaneously hitting me with attacks right when Leech Grain went off, or what was kind of causing Leech Grain not to heal anybody, but it's a little scary when I lose an ability that I really love. Maybe it is working, I don't know. Haven't had a cutscene in a little bit. This is looking weird. The hands are groping towards the sky. We'll step forward. It's got the stink of boss arena, maybe? No, it's not circular. It's not going to be a boss arena. I know I don't want to go that way right now. That way looks super scary. That seems like something bad's going to happen if I go down that way. So maybe... Oh, I haven't leveled... God. Keep putting the cart in front of the horse here. I need to get everybody leveled up. I'm wasting my time if I don't do that. Over here. Now, does that increase the mana cost? Oh, no. It just gets more and more powerful. So we can turn hers into a channeling ability. Or we can continue making it a badass nuke that's chain lightning. And I think I'm going to go down that path. I feel like if I put her in channeling mode, you end up with the same situation you have in a lot of MMOs or a lot of games with channeled abilities where that's all the person ends up doing is standing there and channeling the whole time, because the moment you let it break, the person falls over dead or your tank falls over dead. I think I'm going to go for the straight nuke on her damage front. And honestly, I'm going to make a hard push for the end of the chain in every case. I'm not going to kind of dilly-dally doing two things at the same time. I'm going to push really, really hard for the end of the chain if I can manage it. For Windaroo, I don't really know what I want to do with Windaroo because I don't think I'm going to keep her in. Mystic Predator, I forget what was going to happen here, so you'll forgive me as I kind of pan through these and figure out what I want her to be. I suppose I'll just upgrade her heal, and the branching choice that we have with her heal... Well, we can give her the same ability that Lekloris has, where it explodes for healing and damage at the same time. That might be nice, and it would render him completely useless, and I'd be able to switch Denzel back in. However, moving her even further down the line... Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and put her into AoE mode. It hasn't been working, which makes me really nervous about allocating points like that, but I'm just going to do it and we'll hope that things work out the way we want them to. Not really a fan of Lekloris thus far. He does have some cool abilities. Death Wish is nice, and you can alternate it with Leech Grain to really cause a lot of AoE pain. However, I'm probably just going to swap him out with Denzel, so I guess I used Punishment of the Cursed quite a bit. So I'll just put a point in there. Actually, no. Can I get that back? I was thinking about maybe going with Fear. Increases the damage dealt, so it's 450 now. And I don't suppose he levels up while everybody else is running around either. He does. Okay, good. What was I working him towards? Hysteria of the Rat God. That's right. I wanted him to be just an absurd little buzzsaw of death if I could. So we have the option, we can either... We have Whirlwind of the God Rat, which is going to increase all of his stats, but he doesn't regenerate SP very quickly. Or we can just go down this way, and absolutely, I think, just probably beef out his little attack buff. I think I'll do that. I don't like abilities with downsides, because then I forget about them and then bad things happen. Or he can inflict blind with his Shadow Assassin. That would be nice when dealing with those melee units that are really laying down the hurt. I'm going to go that way. I think I'm going to make sure we can either go blind or silence. I think I'm going to go with blind, just because melee units scare me a bit. So there it is. So now he's able to inflict 400% damage for 3 swings, and it blinds whoever he's hitting. That should be pretty cool. And I think that's everybody, right? Naka, make sure all the points are spent. All of the points are spent. Very nice. Let's go back to our team management. I think I'm going to swap out Denzel for Lekloris for now. There we are. So we're back in business. Played around with Lekloris, and I think he has... Ooh, Naka, you are in. Bunch of skeletons. Oh, they're behind us too. Fun. And there's a new enemy, a Flesh Spectre. Support, he regenerates. I could probably steal that from him with somebody. Namely Windaroo. So let's get on that right now. I don't really know who I should be fighting against first. A lot of enemies down here that are a little scary. Well, let's bounce out for the time being. We're going to take a look at this Spectre. Doesn't have really great resists. It has Fury of Cain, and it has a cast time. It's a 4-meter zone. Anyone standing in it takes 80 damage per second. Alright. Hymn of Despair reduces magic damage inflicted and buffs his allies. Bond of Blood inflicts 30 magic damage per second on its target for 10 seconds. So that's 300 total damage. It's not enough to give anybody, but it's enough to hurt. Devourer, and he passively regains 10 HP per second. Is that what that is right there? Okay, so I don't think I can actually steal that. Stealing a passive seems unlikely. Let's get everybody out of the way. I don't want to be surrounded. I really hate being surrounded. And then as soon as I can... Okay, so he's already laid down his little zone of corruption, I think. How much does he regenerate for? It was 10 per second, so you've actually got to focus him pretty hard. I may try and take out his support units first. Let's put Naka in. Well, let's have Naka... Yeah, she's going to pop Vitae treatment. As soon as that drops, we're going to get her out of the way so that she's not taking that AoE damage. Other enemies to be dealt with. We have skeletons and armor. Those aren't all in all that bad. I'm going to throw a lightning bolt on them. Denzel, he's locked out right now because of this big circle of pain. Let's see if we can draw the enemies across and towards us. No, Denzel, don't run in. Ah, I like that a lot. Let's do that again. And then what I'd like to do is let's focus on this front skeleton. Have him pop that and then go to work on him. Everybody else focus fire. Oh, I thought I told you... Madam? Maybe this would be the time to try out Leech Seed again. Or, I'm sorry, Nourishing Prey. We'll try that.
Yield to Earth's power.
Alright, it worked that time and it dealt the damage. Cool. Let's wipe out the support cast first. I think that's what I'm going to do. Maybe start... I don't know how far will that... What is that right there? It's floating in the air and that makes me sad. And it looks like it's going to hurt too. Let's get everybody the hell out. I was looking too much at the northern aspect of this fight, not paying attention to the Flesh Spectre, and that's how I got myself in trouble, as always. And Leech Seed's got a bit of time left till it is up. Nella can probably... What is he casting right now? Fury of Cain. So we actually need to finish this mob, like, right now, if we can. Because we're going to be locked out of this zone in just a moment. So let's back on out of that zone. These mobile fights have a tendency to drive me crazy, especially during raid boss encounters. Let's see if maybe I can swing them around that way. Is that hurting him? I think it probably is. Let's have Windaroo throw that out to there. She can Vitae treatment again. Maybe put Denzel on the mage, actually. Let's have Denzel sit over here, deal a bit more damage. I know he blinds, so unfortunately that's not going to be incredibly useful to us. But at the same time, it's still a cool... Look how much damage he did just in that short little cut. Let's take the rest of these guys, and I'm actually just going to start nuking the hell out of this priest. What's he doing right there? Oh, he's channeling the damage. Okay, that's fine. We're going to kill off this priest in just a moment anyways. And as soon as that channel goes through, Denzel's going to get in here. Let's buff him up with his speedy attack. And God, his auto attack is just impressive when you pop that. I really, really like Denzel. For all of his downsides, not having a lot of HP, things of that nature, he really is just a head breaker. I think that's going to be about it for this episode. We're running out of time. I'm going to break it off here, so take care out there, guys. My name is Splattercat. I'm glad you decided to join me while we're taking a look at Cyanide Studios' Aarklash Legacy. Go purchase it. See you guys next time, and take care out there, everybody.